Every so often, my wife sends me something on Facebook, a recipe that's like made the rounds. And what I mean by made the rounds is tens of thousands of people have marked it that they liked it. And she's like, honey, you should try this. And some of them I do and some of them I don't. This is one that I know she wants me to do, so I'm doing it. Completely unhealthy for you. So if you're a health food fanatic, see ya. We'll see you on the next episode. In the meantime, stick around for chocolate chip cookie ice cream pie. Go figure. Can we cram any more in there? I can't wait. Hopefully it's gonna look like this. But if it doesn't, then it'll probably taste good anyway. So come on close, a few items, let's get this started. You got some butter, you're gonna soften this butter, just leave it out. You've got some hot fudge syrup, chocolate chip, a bag of chocolate chip cookie mix from Betty Crocker, and you have Bluebell ice cream. And not only, you're supposed to get cookie dough, but I went all out. I thought, why not add more to this crazy concoction? I went with chocolate chip cookie dough right there. So not only do we have chocolate chips here, we got chocolate chips there, there's chocolate everywhere. And then we're gonna top it off with chocolate. All right, so I have to first prepare the pan. So I'm gonna prepare the pan by greasing and flouring it. It's not really a pan, it's a glass pie dish. Or you can use a metal one or a Tefal one. I just take some grease. I just take some butter, a butter stick, and just coat the outside completely. Okay, so the next thing you do is you've greased it, now you're gonna flour it. And what I do is I just take a little bit in there, because flour gets everywhere in my kitchen. Ugh, not a fan of flour, and just take it and knock it around. And there you go. That is greased and floured. Put that off to the side. Now make sure you have softened butter. If you don't, zap it for like 5-10 second intervals till it gets soft on the outside. Don't melt it, okay? Or just leave it out at room temperature. Just try and think ahead if you're gonna do this dessert. Now, we're gonna mix the butter. The mix. And a little bit of water, just to help it along. Okay, it should look crumbly and moist. See that? It's not clumping together like pizza dough or anything, or even like cookie dough, but it's moist like wet sand. We're gonna take about half a cup of this mixture. See if I can do this right. Half a cup. About that much, right there. If I press it down, it'd be half a cup, but I don't want to squish it. So we're gonna take about half a cup away. Put that off to the side, okay? Bring your dish over. What you're gonna do is place this all in here. You're gonna form this into a pie crust. Now I'm gonna bake this at 350 degrees, or basically until the edge is kind of golden brown. So if you want to shape this better, you can shape this better. I'm gonna work on this for a few more minutes and then get it in the oven, 14 to 16 minutes, kind of like a cookie, or until the edges are golden brown. While the cookie crust is in the oven, we're gonna take the rest of this dough, or this cookie dough, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna mash it all together. There we go. And then we're gonna grab pieces and we're gonna make these little tiny, I need 16 of these. Gonna make these like ½ inch. That's almost an inch. Try and get 16 of these little balls of cookie dough. Put them right there. Well, this is so typical of my show. I only had enough to make 15 of them. But that's okay. Now you're gonna gently press down on them. Once the crust comes out of the oven, we're gonna put these in next. So let's wait for that to get done. Okay, you're gonna let this cool for about 10 minutes and it should sink a little bit. In the meantime, pop these in for 6 to 8 minutes or until they're pretty much done. Okay, the little cookies are almost done. Just take a little bit of your fudge. If you want to zap it in the microwave, you can. Just want to put a little bit on there. There we go. Okay, we're going to spoon in our ice cream now. You're going to do about a quart of cookie dough ice cream. Okay, now you got it filled with the ice cream. Pop that in the freezer for 2 hours. That's right, 2 hours. I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so my pie tipped in the freezer a little bit. So when the ice cream melted, it melted a little bit on this side. See this? So it's gonna be a little messier than I wanted. But, so make sure when you put it in the freezer, I have a bottom freezer, as you guys know. So there's not a lot of room in there and it tipped. So anyway, the ice cream does melt a little bit and then refreezes. So make sure it's completely flat, okay? Let's finish this off right now because I do have all the goodness ready to go on top. I'm gonna place this in there. Just push it in. There we go. And it looks nothing like the picture. Well, that's okay. Let's keep it going. And the last step is just a little drizzle on top again. We'll pop this in to freeze this just for a little bit longer, and then we're going to cut into it. Okay, so there you go. It's solid. And we're going to cut ourselves a slice right now. Ta-da! My wife got this. It cuts and it serves. So we're just gonna, yeah, it's pretty solid. I don't know if we can cut the cookie or not. We're gonna try. Anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, it didn't turn out like the picture. The picture's a complete lie. I followed Betty Crocker's recipe, and it's just a mess. You can't cut the cookie crust. It's like rock hard. I cooked it according to the recipe. My poor wife is chiseling away at this thing. I don't recommend anybody do this recipe. You guys are all like, how come all your recipes, you never fail? Well, this is a fail. And I don't blame me. I blame Betty Crocker. And if I see her, she needs to be slapped. Are you gonna try this with me? Yeah. My wife's gonna try it with me. Of course it's gonna taste good. It's cookies and ice cream. But that is a lot of work, huh?
If you don't mind the mess.
Yeah, if you don't mind the mess and looks like a dog already chewed it up for you, sure, go ahead. But as you can tell, I'm a little upset because it just, I don't know.
It's really good though.
It is pretty good. Get over here.
How do you think it's to me? Okay.
So here's what I would do. Have a bowl of ice cream, bake some cookies, eat those together. Betty Crocker, horrible recipe. Horrible. A lot of work, and it just came out wrong. All right, wow, this is sweet. All right, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. And don't forget, Friday we got smoking meat. We're doing the pork butt on Friday.
Cool.
This is going to be some good food, so stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.